नेपाली भिडियोमा 14 फेब्रुअरी भ्यालेन्टाइन्स डे देखि 28 फेब्रुअरीसम्म सञ्चालन हुने गिभअवे कन्टेस्टमा भाग लिनुहोस् र एकजनाले जित्नुहोस् USB ब्लुटुथ पोर्टेबल स्पिकर। यो कन्टेस्टमा भाग लिनको लागि अझै हाम्रो च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुहोस् र 14 फेब्रुअरीमा हामीले पोस्ट गर्ने गिभअवे कन्टेस्ट सम्बन्धी भिडियोमा लाइक, शेयर र कमेन्ट गरेर गिभअवे कन्टेस्टमा सहभागिता जनाउनुहोस्। गिभअवे कन्टेस्टको फाइनल रिजल्ट मार्च 1 मा जानकारी गराइनेछ। The two captains both shaking hands. Nice cool breeze here. The winters are always good in this part of the world. Let's have a look at the pitch. What the game is going to be like depends a lot on pictures that you're going to see now. We just had a closer look a while ago. This is what the pitch looks like. Still, we see a bit of grass there, which is not a very usual thing here in Abu Dhabi. And looking at the two sides, we'll coming to know that which side opts for what when they win the toss. Let's go down and see the flip of the coin between the two captains, captain of UAE and of course the captain of Nepal. And the flip of the coin done by Rohan Mustafa. The match referee Mohammad Anis there, and the two captains both shaking hands. We're going to have a little chat with the two captains and find out what the winning captain has decided to do. Rohan, you won the toss. What are you decided to do?
We are bowling first.
And your reason for that?
I think it is quite green and there will be much sun in the morning. As you see, it was quite dew in the morning as well. So we'll support fast bowlers. So that's my reason.
Paras, what would have been your decision if you had won the toss?
I think looking at the wicket, I'm sure he would have bowled first. But having said that, I think we need to put our heads down and bat. I think the first 10 overs should be crucial for us. And having played 2 more games, I feel that if we can, get the batting sorted, I think we should be able to, put up a good score and defend that.
How much
much did the warm-ups help in terms of preparations for this final match?
Chat with the two captains and find out what the winning captain has decided to do.
Rohan, you won the toss. What are you decided to do? We are bowling first. And your reason for that? I think wicket is quite green and there will be much sun in the morning as you see.
Let's go down and see the flip of the coin between two captains. The captain of UAE and of course the captain of Nepal. And the flip of the coin done by Rohan Mustafa. The match referee to Mohammad Anis there. And the two captains both shaking hands. We're going to have a little chat with the two captains and find out what the winning captain has decided to do.
Rohan, you won the toss. What are you decided to do? We are bowling first. And your reason for that? I think wicket is quite green and there will be much sun in the morning. As you see, it was quite dew in the morning as well. So we'll support fast bowlers. So that's why.
Paras, what would have been your decision if you had won the toss? I think looking at the wicket, I'm sure he would have bowled first. But having said that, I think we need to put our heads down and bat. I think the first 10 overs should be crucial for us. And having played 2 warm-up games, I feel that if we can, get the batting sorted, I think we should be able to, put up a good score and defend that.
How much did the warm-ups help in terms of preparations for this final match?
It definitely does. Any kind of match practice really helps you get that momentum. And having won the last practice warm-up game, so I think for us, I think we're carrying good momentum. And hopefully we can continue to do the same in this game as well.
What's your team composition like, Rohan? Amjad Javed, Shaheen Mananda, Imran is not playing. Ghulam Shabir came in, Sakla and Heather. And what's your team combination like?
Today we're Sagar Pun, Karan Casey and Dipendra Singh are not playing.
Thank you so much and all the best, gentlemen.
Well, the two captains, they're Rohan Mustafa and Paras Karka. And when we actually look at the captain of UAE, once again he decides to bowl first after winning the toss, and he has full confidence in his bowlers that he can get the opposition out early. So this is a brand new setup for the ICC World Cricket League, where these two sides are going to face each other. Nepal by no means is any less than UAE or the other sides of this tournament. They've had some great moments, they've had some great performances as well. And today being asked to bat first, they'd like to make good use of the conditions out there. And this has always been a good batting track. We've seen the 4-day game also not very long ago in the I Cup as the thing got better and better. But then, of course, this is a different format, a different version. And Nepal has been put in, being joined by Zuhair as well. Good morning to you, Zuhair. Looks like a perfect setting, as I was just saying a while ago, but the humid winters are always good in this part of the world.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Sikandar. And it's very pleasant out there. A bit chilly as well in the morning. Now it's very pleasant. UAE, bottom of the table, going into the final game of the World Cricket League. Mohammad Naveed, to start off the proceedings, he was very impressive in the ICC Intercontinental game against Afghanistan. Bent his back, provided the breakthroughs too. With a lot of shot deliveries.
Yeah, good you mentioned that. I'd like to see those 2 slips and that gully coming into play. Probably try to bowl the length instead of just going for the short ball. Those are 2 slips and the gully present today for Naveed, who will be bowling from the pavilion end. The right arm over. 7 on the offside, 2 on the onside field. And here we go. Nice bounce and rise to the wicket keeper. It's always fun to watch that as a bowler.
Rohan Mustafa reckoned that there is moisture in the wicket. And that's the reason that he'd like to bowl first. Try to cash in on the early advantage.
the opener for Nepal. Ramallah on strike after being asked to bat first by Rohan Mustafa, the UAE captain. Wants the side seem to be moved a bit. Still those two slips in a gully, were a third man, a point. Cover, bit off, that's the offside, feels very back there. Again, not much bounce as the first one, but used the outside edge.
Rajinder Malla, the opener for Nepal. We've seen him a lot in T20s too. Aggressive batsman. His drives. A big gap in the cover region. Virat!
Important out there that you spend some time. This wicket is going to allow you to play your shots, to get value for shots as well. Though the outfield last week we saw was pretty heavy, so work has been done on that with the limited overs. So if you can see off the new ball, the first 6 overs, and then try to set yourself in, there are definitely runs available for a batsman. This time, carefully watching the line of the ball, letting that one go. It's probably the right decision, just to set your eye, rather. That's how it's going to work. That's the key to survive. See off the new ball, then start going with the stroke play.
Once again, movement. Beaten the back. The beat has really started well here. Bowling in the right channel. Moving the ball away from the batsman. Got a fine leg. Squarish fine leg. Maybe again he'll try that ploy of a short delivery.
Once again, the ball not really carrying. When it goes for that fuller length, gives more air to the ball. Doesn't carry. The shorter one, of course, goes right to the throat of the wicketkeeper. End of the first over. It's none for none.
It's a bright sunny morning here in Abu Dhabi. Just a bit chilly. 17 degrees Celsius. Part of the world not very accustomed to such temperatures.
Mohammad Amir is the bowler. We're talking about the weather. The wind chill is quite the factor here. 17 degrees can get feel a lot colder than what the numbers say. So he's still at the far end to start off. His first over was a maiden from Naveed. Good over, just testing the batsman. Just outside the off-stump line. Now starting the left-handed batsman with one slip and a shortish gully in position. Oh, that's a very good ball, and that's very, very full. Struck him in front of the stump, but is there bat involved in that? By Hassan Raza. Just puts the appeal down.
What a delivery to welcome not. That was good. looking really, really good.
Going to be a little tough to bowling over the wicket to a left-hander. Getting the LB. That's a good one. It's across that left-hander.
Others starting strongly here. Once again, hint of movement. Amir Hayat was not very quick against Afghanistan. That's a good one. Wearing his length well.
Yeah, that's Amir right arm over the wicket. Going wide of the crease and bowling to a left-hander. Bowling across him. Always a good proposition. He'll always be trying to play that one square of the wicket and is not just practice that. That is when your slip comes into play. Probably the gully as well, but ball will fly through that region. He goes hard at it. Oh, trying for the first runs for the side, but sent back by now. Probably rightly so. Wasn't available there.
Two overs gone still. Nepal yet to get off the mark.
Two sides for you. A few changes for UAE for the longer version of the game. You've got those usual suspects there, and of course the captain carries on. Nabi Hayad also coming in from the border side, Mufti. Nabi's going to continue now. Still got those distance to the right and Mullah. Both the batsmen have faced an over each. Nepal yet to get on the mark. Still that 7-2 field. That's the zone. He's shaking that ball away from the right-hander. Perfect length. Committing the batsman to come forward.
Very disciplined start from UAE. Both Naveed and Hayat wearing their lines and lengths really well. Keeping the batsman honest.
Nice. That's first runs for Nepal. Beautifully played through extra cover. The batsmen come back for two, but they may not need to run anymore as the ball crosses the boundary. So starting off with a 4. Nepal gets a beautiful recover drive.
Anandar Mullah starting the proceedings for Nepal with a wonderful cover drive. He likes his drives, all right. That's what he mentioned earlier on. Into the fourth gear on the Sheikh Side Road.
just gone through gully and second slip. It was deliberately played though. He just waited for the ball and opened the face of the bat and guided down to third man. And if it's deliberate, it's a very controlled shot, I say.
This ball back of the length.
So will he bring it into the left-hander? See that ball shaping away from the right-handed batsman. Got that one slip now for Philip Nath. Short ball, he loves that. Wide. Signal by the umpire. There's first extras as well.
Short delivery is a tactic that is used a lot of times. Loud shout from Naveed. It's interesting to see where the ball pitched. It just too much. Bringing the ball back to the left hander, yes. Down the leg side. That's his natural movement, Naveed. Time wavered.
No.
Some bat in that. Yes, as I said, he's getting that movement into the left-hander, so that ball will shape away and go down the leg side. So he get closer to the stumps when he's falling to the left-handed batsman. Back to the 7-2 field for the right-handed Malla. Just that whitish deep fine leg and bit on the onside. Into the over, 7 for none.
Narendra Malla and Dilip Nath right at the top for Nepal. Bhandari and caution. Paras Khadka, their captain. Exciting batting lineup for Nepal.
What's Rohanov, any opinion in terms of what score he feels is chaseable here, what he wants to restrict Nepal at?
I think he'd like to keep them below 200. They are at the bottom of the table, so like to end the campaign on a high.
Goes for the big one. Clears the infield. It's going to be 3. Good running.
Yeah, it's a big outfield, this. Easily run 3 if you get the first one quick. The shot that Nath is attempted here. The idea is right. Trying to use the circle here. Knows it. He's just got to clear the 30-yard mark. This time succeeds. Yes. So 3 is just again that terms of that outfield. He changes as soon as the right-handed Malla comes on strike. Prefer going back to the 7-2 field compared to the 6-3 which they have for Nath. For this extra protection, we've got a short extra cover now. We've sacrificed 1 slip. First time he's bowling to a right-handed batsman this match. Namer gets driven past that extra cover fielder. His chase is on. Will not go all the way. Batsman will easily come back to 2.
Once again gets into the groove. Looks such a good batsman when driving. Leans into the drive. Well bowled, good comeback. At the end of the over, 12 for no loss. So slowly, Dilip, Nath and Gyanendra Malla getting settled in the middle. The opening attack for UAE. Naveed has bowled well, so has Hayat. Naveed has looked more threatening at times, but both have been able to beat the bat. Rohan Mustafa having a word with Pete there. Your tactic is there's a close infielder. Shortish Gully. He's bowled. That was not part of the plan, of course. There's a long conversation between Rohan and Naveed. They have this fielder in a short, backward point kind of a region. I'm sure he was trying to look for a leading edge, not ball down the leg side.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect one for a right-hander. So you see how Naveed is bowling at the moment when he gets to the crease. Closer to the umpire, ball closer to the stump. Then shade it to the left-hander. Pitching it middle leg will always make the ball go away, further away from the left-handed batsman, Dilip Nath. Finds the gap again. Go back for 2. Nath is good. He wants the 3rd one. Finished off. Getting at the non-strikers, taking Nepal to 16 now.
Both the openers driving the ball really well, using it with confidence. Initial 2 overs were difficult. The ball was dragging around. There's still a bit of movement.
Just pulling the length a bit on this occasion. Let's see if that's a bounce maybe. Batsman doesn't mind that, standing tall right behind that bounce. The bottom of the UAE is Captain Rohan Mustafa winning the tosses. Oh, he pulls that one away. He's got hold of it. Wide of that fielder.
म्याच छ के हजुर आज नेपालको म्याच
Oh, he pulls that one away. He's got hold of it. Wide of that fielder.
नेपालको म्याच रहेछ के आज
That's one. This tells you how well he entered it.
There was a plan. Bowl that short delivery, used that a lot of times against Afghanistan. Ganendra Malla falling prey to that. Maybe good for him, he didn't time it really well. Down the leg side. Both the openers have played the drive really well, but still Rohan Mustafa has that gap in the cover region, cover and extra cover. So that is just interesting to note, because if they're playing really well, maybe move a fielder.
Well, he's gone back to the 6-3 field. He sacrificed that field and brought him to the mid-wicket position. Single there for Malla. 5 overs bowled. 19 for now.
A sedate start. Dilip Nath and Gyanendra Malla for Nepal. First 2 overs for maidens. Slowly getting into the groove. What's good to learn for them when the ball scores is they haven't lost a wicket. That'll be the key. Because once the early shine goes and all, the ball is not going to do much off the wicket. Looks a pretty 2 wicket, to be honest. Amarnath has been really economical. He hasn't experimented much like Naveed. He stuck to his line, just varied the length at times a bit, and that's not much variations, but been very economical.
Almost had a go at that. Just deciding to just go to the wicket keeper. Had that width, had that height as well. Probably he felt he wasn't really in a good enough position. Slightly too closer to the body as well.
Well bowled again. He's been gifted with a lot of pace. Sticking to his line.
He did experiment a lot with Dolly was running over that score. Lalit and Bernardo was run out without scoring. much gettable, this 2-2 on this wicket. UAE batsmen realize that they know it better than any other team. That's why I feel that Mustafa won the toss and decided to field first. As a fair idea that it's quite chaseable. Stopping the ball somewhere around 200, 200 meters per hour. But they did well with just looking at that batting card. They really think that they would cross 200 at one stage. Mustafa played well about 81 runs.
It's just giving them something to bowl with, hasn't it? Anything under 200, you think, yes, it's not going to be a problem. Look a little bit of early movement. Left arm over, always offering something different, of course. The left arm quicker bowlers, slanting it across the right-handers. Got to get your angles right. Again, just a smidgen of movement into the back. Right over back. That's something that
Very good ball, dipping into the right hand, and it's equally played very well by Ashfaq there. He gets a boundary.
extremely effective with the movement. Always thinking to himself, yes, he's getting a little bit of movement, but probably knows himself on the pitch. Bottom hand into that. This way. You get off the mark. That's right. Just watching forward. Don't have to go at any great pace at the start of this innings. UAE batters. What's the advantage of batting second is that you know what you've got to get. That first, you've got to put a decent target on the board. That's well, what's a decent target? So it touches the pitch and you're going along fast enough for this pitch. It's a good score. That second you always know. Another beautiful strike there. He's found the gap. That's racing away. That is not quite going to reach the boundary, or is it? He's just dribbled into the boundary. In a diving attempt to stop, but ball just to the ropes. Like this, his batsman style already. There should be a stop it. He probably should knocked it into the rope.
Could have slapped it harder back into play. He put his hand to it. But full marks for the effort though. The dive. Ball. The 2 overs gone, 12 for none. A good start for the UAE team.
Top marks for effort, middling marks for technique there. Get that ball back. Not very big, is he, Cameron? He generates a bit of pace. With the action.
More runs here, calling for the second. A good call from the captain. Has done a lot to his confidence, that opening partnership of 140 a few days ago. 4-day match. Rohan did quite well alongside Giraffe.
Very much so. Runs that give you confidence.
Right on top.
जित्नुहुनेछन् युएईले पनि आजको खेल जितेमा 2 वटा जित्नुहुनेछन् र खेल्न पनि अझै बाँकी नै छ दोस्रो ओभर सुरु भइसकेको छ करण केसीले बलिङ गर्दैछन् दोस्रो ओभरमा र यति बेला रोहन मुस्तफा छन् क्रिजमा गुलाम सब्बिर पनि छन् र रोहन मुस्तफाको हातमा स्ट्राइक छ र करण केसीले पहिलो बल फाल्दा कुनै पनि रन जोडिएको छैन यति बेला क्यानाडा र केन्या बीचको खेलमा 39 ओभरको खेल सकिएको छ क्यानाडाले ब्याटिङ गरिरहेको छ 6 विकेट गुमाउँदै 129 रन बनाएको छ त्यस्तै नामिबिया र ओमानको खेलमा पनि अहिले 40औं ओभरको खेल चलिरहेको छ र 6 विकेट गुमाउँदै ओमानले 116 रन बनाएको छ नेपाल र युएई बीचको खेलमा यति बेला युएईले ब्याटिङ गरिरहेको छ नेपालले बलिङ गरिरहेको छ नेपालको तर्फबाट यति बेला बल हालिरहेका छन् करण केसीले दोस्रो ओभर चलिरहेको छ नेपालले जम्मा 34 ओभर खेल्न पाउनेछ अथवा आजको खेल यति बेला चौथो ओभरको बलिङ चलिरहेको छ र यो ओभरमा 1 रन दिएका छन् करण केसीले गुलाम सबिरलाई। रोहन मुस्तफा स्ट्राइकमा छन्। बेला करण केसीले बलिङ गरिरहेका छन्। रोहन मुस्तफा र गुलाम सबिर ब्याटिङमा छन्। युएई को तर्फबाट 1 विकेट नेपालले लिएको छ भने 13 रन छोडेको छ युएई ले चौथो ओभरको ब्याटिङमा। नेपाली भिडियो प्रस्तुत गर्दछ फर्स्ट गिभ अवे कन्टेस्ट। नेपाली भिडियोमा 14 फेब्रुअरी भ्यालेन्टाइन्स डेदेखि 28 फेब्रुअरीसम्म सञ्चालन हुने गिभ अवे कन्टेस्टमा भाग लिनुहोस् र एकजनाले जित्नुहोस् युएसबी ब्लुटुथ पोर्टेबल स्पिकर। यो कन्टेस्टमा भाग लिनको लागि आजै हाम्रो गर्नुहोस् र 14 फेब्रुअरीमा हामीले पोस्ट गर्ने गिभ अवे कन्टेस्ट सम्बन्धी भिडियोमा लाइक, शेयर र कमेन्ट गरेर गिभ अवे कन्टेस्टमा सहभागिता जनाउनुहोस्। गिभ अवे कन्टेस्टको फाइनल रिजल्ट मार्च 1 मा जानकारी गराइनेछ। चौथो ओभरको समाप्ति भइसके नेपालले यदि जित्नु छ भने दबावमा राख्न सक्नुपर्छ युएईलाई र लगातार विकेट हार्न सकेको लागि निकै नै सजिलो हुनेछ। नेपाल कामी यति बेला बोलिङमा आएका छन्। उनले पहिलो बल गरेका छन् आफ्नो तेस्रो ओभरको र लगातार यदि नेपालले मिडल ओभर भने युएईलाई दबाव बढ्नेछ र आज पानीको कारण खेल 3 घण्टा ढिलो सुरु भएको थियो, जसले गर्दा 34 ओभरको मात्रै खेल हुनेछ। यति बेला 43 ओभरको खेल सकिएको छ। क्यानाडा र केन्या बीचको 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 149 रन बनाएको छ क्यानाडा र 44 ओभरको खेल खेलिरहँदा नामिबिया र ओमानले नामिबिया विरुद्ध 6 विकेट गुमाउँदै 142 रन बनाएको छ। नेपालले आफ्नो 5औं ओभरमा 1 विकेट लिन सफल भएको छ भने युएईले 15 रन जोडेको छ यतिन्जेलसम्म। अहिले सोमपाल कामीले तेस्रो ओभर बोलिङ गरिरहेका छन्। नेपालका निकै आशा गरिएका र भरपर्दा बलर पनि हुन् सोमपाल कामी र साथमा करण केसीले पनि निकै रन जोगाइरहेका छन्। यति बेला सोमपाल कामीले 1 विकेट लिइसकेका छन्। यो विकेटको संख्यालाई अझै बढाउनु पर्ने जरुरी छ। 10 ओभर खेलुन्जेलसम्म नेपालले यदि 3 विकेट लिन सकेको खण्डमा युएईलाई दबाव पर्नेछ निकै ठुलो। यो ओभरमा 4 बल फालिसकेका छन् सोमपाल कामीले र कुनै पनि रन दिएका छैनन्। आस्फिक अहमेद बोल्ड आउट भइसकेका छन् युएई को तर्फबाट। नेपालले पहिलो ओभरमै 1 विकेट लिएको थियो र अहिले 5औं ओभर बलिङ गरिरहँदा यो ओभरमा अहिलेसम्म कुनै पनि रन दिएका छैनन् सोमपाल कामीले। गुलाम सबीर छन् यति बेला स्ट्राइकमा। पाँचौं ओभरको समाप्ति भइसकेको छ र 16 रन जोडेको छ युएईले। पाँचौं ओभरमा जम्मा 1 रन मात्रै दिएका छन् सोमपाल कामीले। अन्तिम बलमा 1 रन दिए गुलाम सबीरले र आफू स्ट्राइकमा आएका छन् फेरि पनि। नेपालको आश नेपालको भर भनेको बलिङमा छ, त्यसैले बलिङमा नेपालले राम्रो गर्न सक्यो भने र विकेट युएईको विकेट हार्न सक्यो भने जितको लागि नेपाललाई सहज हुनेछ। आजको खेल नेपाललाई जित्नै पर्ने दबाब छ। छैठौं ओभर बलिङ गर्नको लागि करण केसी आएका छन् र करण केसीले 2 बल फ्याँकिसकेका छन्। त्यसमा कुनै पनि उनले रन दिएका छैनन्। गुलाम सबीर छन् यति बेला ब्याटिङमा। गुलाम सबीरले 17 बल खेलेर 8 रन जोडेका छन्। जस्तै रोहन मुस्तफाले 14 बल खेलेर 6 रन जोडेका छन्। अहिले गुलाम र रोहनको पार्टनरशिप 15 रनको भइसकेको छ। यो पार्टनरशिपलाई नेपालले छिटै तोड्नुपर्छ यदि थोरै टार्गेटमा खेल्नको लागि अथवा युएईलाई छिटै आउट गराउन सकेमा नेपाललाई सहज हुनेछ आजको खेल। छैठौं ओभरमा अहिलेसम्म कुनै पनि रन दिएका छैनन् करण। जम्मा 6 रन मात्रै दिएका